Hello YouTube and hello to my dear subscribers. A new video from Karda, and today I'm going to check out Pathfinder Adventures, Rise of the Runelords, which has been a mobile game for I don't know how long, but I never played it. It's also a board game. That's basically the origin of Pathfinder Adventures. And Obsidian Entertainment, you know, the people from Pillars of Eternity and Tyranny, they decided to make this game also for the PC. This is very interesting. And Pathfinder Adventures is, you buy the game and you have all the cards. So it's not a microtransaction money grab like that game from Blizzard, which name I forgot. And there are so many card games where you have to buy cards, which is totally not my thing. This game also does not include multiplayer, which is also great to my opinion. I don't like to play against other people, I just like to play an RPG game or board game with cards. And this is just that. Maybe a co-op would have been nice, because at one point you can create a party of 2, 3, 4 or even if you like 6 people. But it's not necessary. So this is a single player game which you buy, and all the cards are available in the game. You have to of course win them or do some stuff to earn new card decks. And it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! You buy a card deck and it's random which cards are in there. You generally know which cards could be in there, but that's random based, so that's awesome. I don't have to buy cards. How does that game from Blizzard? I don't know, but I didn't like it. I don't like playing other people and people spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars or euros on buying cards for that game. So that's a good for Blizzard. It's financially very attractive, that game is. But this game has it all in once. I don't have to buy anymore. Maybe new campaigns later as DLC. And there are two versions of this game. There is one for 18 euros at the moment because it's on sale, which offers the base game and lots of cards, all the cards basically. And there's an Obsidian edition for 27 euros, and that includes some legendary cards and some other stuff. So I was like, yeah, what the heck, I buy just the Obsidian edition, so I get the complete package, you know. And I've been watching some gameplay on YouTube. It does look interesting. I must say it does look interesting. Maybe... No, it does look interesting. So, what we're gonna do... I'm planning to make separate videos. There are 5 campaign tutorials. There are 5 tutorials. So what I'm gonna do is just record this video. I'm gonna do tutorial 1. This is just a general introduction. It's Pathfinder, it's Dungeons and Dragons, it's rolling with 1 die 6, 1 die 8, 1 die 10 rolls. So all the good stuff is in here. And yeah, I really think I can enjoy this game. I hope at least. I did try to find the game on other sites than Steam, if it was cheaper there, but I could not find this game because probably it's so new. I couldn't find it cheaper anywhere else, so I just paid the full price on Steam. And that's no problem. I like to support Obsidian. They've done good things in the past. I'm still waiting for Tyranny to drop a lot in price, and I read there is a DLC as well for Tyranny, so yeah. Pillars of Eternity was it worth? I bought it with all the expansions, but Tyranny, I don't know. I haven't stepped into that game, but Obsidian, yeah, I like that company a lot, so supported them, paid full price on Steam, and hope they use the money well to make new stuff or new games or include more in this game. That's enough rambling. The game supports 1080p, and I was afraid, because it's a mobile port basically, that the graphics would be stretched, but that's absolutely not the case. It's native 1080p, so you do not get blurry graphics or anything. Everything is sharp, so that's good. Let's start this adventure with tutorial chapter 1, and we're gonna train checks, skills and basic card management. Concepts taught in this tutorial include basic card management, character skills, acquiring cards, defeating cards, discarding and revealing card actions. Alright, sounds more complicated than it probably is. No, I'm not gonna skip it. I'll start it. Let's go and have fun. Checks, skills and basic card management. Welcome to Pathfinder Adventures. Thank you. And here we have absolutely, this shows crispy graphics, no stretched mobile port stuff. This is native 1080p graphics, so that's awesome. Awesome. Welcome to Pathfinder Adventures. In this game, your party of heroes race against time on a quest to defeat dangerous villains. In this first tutorial, we will go over the basics of skills, check to acquire, and some basic card actions. As you progress deeper into the tutorials, more of the game's rules will be revealed and explained. Right. In the final tutorial, you will hunt down a villain with a small group of adventurers. That's awesome. Enjoy. Thank you. Continue. Welcome to Pathfinder Adventures. It's a role-playing game driven by cards and dice. How awesome is that? Cards and dice. In these tutorials, you will be controlling Mariciel. Sounds elven. Yeah, look at her ears. A rogue with high dexterity and great combat ability. Which sure is good. If I'm ever gonna create a party, she's gonna be in it. Continue. Your characters in Pathfinder Adventures take turns searching for the villain by exploring locations. A turn is broken up into multiple phases. Give a card, explore, move, discard and end turn. Probably these 5. We'll discuss each of those phases in depth in future tutorials. Alright, for now, we will only worry about exploring locations. By exploring locations, adventurers can find many different types of boons. Those are helpful cards, including weapons, armor, allies and items. Click the location deck to have Mariciel explore her location. Right, here we go. An ally, that's always welcome. Allies can help you in many different ways, including acquiring a boon. What was a boon again? Or exploring additional times on your character's turn. To acquire the ally, you must meet or exceed the check to acquire. Each check to acquire uses one of Mariciel's skills. To get this ally, a troubadour, Mariciel can use her acrobatics. Oh, he's gonna be impressed by acrobatics. Since acrobatics is a dexterity-based skill, she gets to roll a d12 and add her acrobatic skill to the roll. Continue. To get a look at all of Mary's skills and which dice are associated with it, click on her portrait and view a character sheet. Sure. The skills tab of the character sheet shows all of the character available skills and their current bonuses. The most effective use of your characters, they should focus on making checks where their skills are highest. For example, Melchiel excels at dexterity-based skills because he's so low. Yeah. And checks, and should attempt to take as many of those checks as he can. As your character progresses through the campaign, you will have the opportunity to increase their skill bonuses. We will discuss character bonuses in later tutorials. When you are finished looking at her skills, click the X in the upper right corner. Okay, let's check it out. A D8 for strength, not bad for a rogue. A D12 for dexterity with a +2 acrobatics, +2 disable, +2 on stealth. And we even have a perception wisdom +2 check. So that's D6 +2. And there are leveling up stuffs +1, +2. Awesome. Okay, that's the only. I cannot click powers in the stuff. Okay, understood. So, constitution is reasonable, intelligence is very low. Wisdom, charisma. So, dexterity and a little bit wisdom. Understood. Click and drag the die to roll it and attempt to acquire the ally. I have to roll a 7. I'm rolling a 1d12, so 66% chance of gaining a troubadour. Which check to acquire? Dexterity, acrobatics 7 or charisma diplomacy 6. Halfling basic ally. Recharge this card to add 1d6 to your non-combat dexterity or charisma check. Discard this card to explore your location. Right. So it's important we're gonna roll a 7 or higher. Click and drag the die. It's an 11 +2. So we got an ally. Click the ally card to enlarge it and choose to discard a card to take another explore action. Discarding a card places it in the character's discard pile. Some cards and powers can move a card from the discard pile back into the character's deck. Right. To discard a card, you can also drag it directly into the discard pile. Over here, the left. Okay. So we're gonna discard it, and then we get an extra explore location. Shame, because I like the card for the 1d6 check. But alright, I'll do just for the tutorial ones. Discard. Click location deck to have your location. Short bow. This will work great for Marisol because she's dexterity base weapon. Yeah. Bow, daggers, rapiers, but there you gotta have weapon finesse. Like the ally, she must meet or exceed the check to acquire on the showbow to acquire it. The showbow's check to acquire requires a dexterity or range skill check. Luckily, this is an easy check for Mary because he has a high dexterity skill. Click and to make the check. I have to roll 3 or higher. And I get a +2, so don't I get a +2? Let's see. No. She's now out of actions to take. You can now end her turn by clicking the pulsing arrow on the right side of the screen. Will do. You just gained a short bow. For your combat, reveal this card to use your dexterity or range skill 1d6. If proficient with weapons, you may discard this card to add 1d4 to a combat deck by a character at another location. Now that she has started a new turn, she can take another explore action. Alright, there we go. We found a goblin warrior. We have to roll a 9 or above. If undefeated, bury a random item or weapon from the discard pile. Ooh, that's not nice. You fight a monster. To defeat monsters, you must meet or exceed their check to defeat. Failing to defeat a monster can cause a character to take damage, but we will discuss that in a future tutorial. Continue. And now it looks so basic, but there are many items, and if you have other party members, they can help so you can roll higher. So there's really good strategy in this game. But this first tutorial is just getting you into the game. So it looks very basic, but it will get more complicated and strategic the further we go. The check to defeat on this monster requires a combat skill check. If you use a weapon, it will list which skill check to use. Otherwise, you use the character's strength or melee skill. Aha, that's not much on her, so I'm glad we have a weapon. Luckily, Maryville has a short bow to increase a combat skill check. Indeed. Click on the short bow to enlarge the card. Choose to reveal the short bow. Click. When you reveal a card, you use it in an immediate check. Then it is placed back into your hands. To reveal a card, you can also drag it directly into the field of play. Alright, so we gather 1 die 6. Reveal. Now that you are using your short bow, you should have no problem defeating the monster. So probably this is my dexterity roll plus the weapon roll, I guess. Yeah, it is. This is the dexterity and this is the weapon. Well, that's 6 and 3 is 9. Don't we get a plus on this? +2 or something because we are doing a dexterity check? I don't know. Let's just roll. Let's see what happens. 15 is more than enough. And I gained 2 gold already in this tutorial. She is out of actions to take. You can now end her turn by clicking the pulsing arrow on the right side of the screen. I will do that. Just that. Now that you have defeated the monster, let's continue our search for the villain. Go ahead and explore now. I will do that. A blessing of Everstill. Discard. To add one. Discard. Jeez. To add 1 die to any check. Discard to add 2 dice to any combat dexterity check. Ooh, that's an awesome blessing. Discard to explore your location. After you play this card, if the top card of the blessing After you play this card, if the top card of the blessings discard pile has the versatile trait, recharge this card instead of discarding it. Sure. You found a blessing. Blessings are boons. They typically will add additional dice into your check to defeat or acquire. This particular blessing gives additional dice when it is used in a dexterity based combat check. Yes, I understand. Very useful when taking down a villain. Acquiring this blessing is easy for him, because it requires a dexterity skill check. Roll the die to acquire the card. Yeah, but I have to roll higher than a 4, of course. And I rolled 11. Thank you. Let's save the blessing for the check to defeat the villain. Go ahead and end her turn now. Now that she has started a new turn, she can take another explore action. Right. What do we have here? A Sandpoint Devil, which needs a 10 to defeat. If defeated, recharge a card from your hand. Recharge a card from your hand. Yes. You found the villain. Sandpoint Devil. Similar to monsters, villains have a check to defeat. If you defeat a villain, You will win the scenario. Alright. There are additional rules concerning villains, but we will discuss those in future tutorials. Alright. Continue. For now, use your short bow or blessing of Aerosteel to make sure that the villain is defeated. I will. So now we are using our strength 1d8 die. So I'm gonna reveal my short bow. The strength die replaces by the dexterity die, because it's a dex weapon. I get the 1d6 from the weapon itself, and now we're going to use, of course, the blessing, at least. Should I have selected the blessing earlier? Oh no. Probably. I cannot select the blessing. Okay, let's roll and hope for the best. 17. More than enough. You have defeated the villain. Congratulations on finishing the first tutorial. The next tutorial will go deeper into card mechanics, hand management and combat. Victory! 100 gold added to the 5000 gold from the DLC. no, not from the DLC, for by the Obsidian version. Continue! Congratulations, you have been given a short bow +1 as reward. That's 1d6 +1. Whoop whoop. I'll take it. Alright. Well, that was a very easy tutorial to start learning how the game works, and I must say even this tutorial was it was not challenging, but it was fun. So next video is going to be the second tutorial, of course. Hope you liked it. If you want to see more depth about the strategy, I just recommend watch later videos, maybe tutorial 4 or 5, or when the campaign starts, then the strategy of this game really starts to shine. At least that's what I've seen on YouTube. This is the first time playing it myself, and yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. If you like the game, support Obsidian, and hope to see you in the tutorial number 2. Bye bye from Karna.